And earlier on the program, I spoke with Amir Tibon, an Israeli journalist for Haaretz in Tel Aviv. He further explained why this judicial overhaul is so important to Netanyahu's new government.
Well, first of all, we have to remember Netanyahu himself is facing a criminal corruption trial in the Jerusalem District Court, and it's ongoing as this whole drama is unfolding around the legislation. And I think there is at least a reason to suspect that the two things are related to one another, because as the Prime Minister is trying to promote this legislation that will significantly weaken the judicial system, his own fate is in the hands of three judges hearing the case. In addition, we have to remember one of his key coalition partners, Aryeh Deri, the leader of the very ultra-religious Shas party, was recently barred by the Supreme Court from serving as a cabinet member because of his own past of criminal convictions. And so these two gentlemen, the Prime Minister and his most important coalition ally, have a direct interest in weakening the judicial system and creating a different balance of power between the authorities in Israel. To that, you can add politicians in this very right-wing, very religious government who have an ideological position, a long-held belief in the need to weaken the judicial system because they see it as a liberalizing force in Israeli politics. These are people from the more religious parties, more conservative parties in Israel, who view the Israeli Supreme Court, and rightly so, as the fortress of liberal values in Israel, and many of the things that Israel takes pride in internationally, the progress the country has made on women's rights and LGBT rights and equality for minorities, actually came through Supreme Court decisions. So when you combine the personal interests of very powerful politicians like Netanyahu and Aryeh Deri and the ideological opposition of the religious right to the Supreme Court's liberalizing impact on Israeli society, you get the perfect storm that has brought us to this place.